I look at the video, I look at the lights, and when I like the look and it fits what the band are playing, there you have your cue, and that's how I scroll through it. And it's cool. It's a little bit complicated sometimes, but it's also a great challenge. And when you have the time, it's fun to see what you imagined and how you wanted things to be, and all of a sudden it's there. It's a very cool feeling. Okay, so let me take you on stage and show you a little bit about what we're doing up here and the gear and all that. So come on. So we have the main deck up here, and out there we have the B stage, which has a feature I'm going to show you. All the risers are covered with the LED panels to show video on it, and of course you have the stairs with the acrylic see-through stairs, so all the video can blow through it. We're having JDC strobes, we're having some Q7s to light everything up, and some X4 bars on top to give like a nice line. So it separates the two video elements, so you kind of have a divider to do some colors and effects and stuff like that. And then on top up here we have some pods, and it's actually the old Black Sabbath pods we have been given and modified a little bit. And I have some Robe Spiiders in there, 9 of them in each pod. And the skin of it is also covered with video, so we can do a full video look for the risers, the back wall, the video wall, and then the pods at the end. So everything comes together like one big thing. We run content and live images on everything. So it's a very cool look, I think. Let's go to the B stage. There's a feature out here I want to show you guys. So the band have 3 mic positions out here, and they're out here all the time. They love it out here. This is their favorite spot to be. And in the center here we have an elevator. And there's one of the songs where we actually have a piano coming up. And there's also a feature with Danko Jones, because he sings on one of the songs, Black Rose, and he actually comes up here like a surprise in the beginning of the show, and people freak out about that. So that's a funny thing. And it's elevator that's controlled from downstairs with a electrical system that comes up, and it's pretty quick. And then we have some CO2 jets in the corners, which we can fire off. And down here we have some confetti machines and some streamers and stuff like that. We don't have any pyro, like fire this time around. So we're trying to renew ourselves a little bit with doing something else. But yeah, you'll see later on there's going to be confetti everywhere in the room. It's like crazy. It looks like it's snowing down here when it's like total room is totally covered. So it's a fun look, and people go crazy when it happens. Like, where? We're also this time using the FollowME system, and it's the kind of same configuration I used before. I have 4 lights on each side and 4 in the back to cover each band member. And it's BMFLs from Robe, which is my preferred light for that, actually. It's a nice big spotlight, and it's the movement is very, very nice, and you got your good colors and gobos and all that. So that works really well. And then I'm trying out the new JDC One strobe, which I'm in love with. It's super cool. You can do so many things. You have that strong backlight of colors, and then you have, of course, your as we know it from the old Atomic, you have the stripe of strobe inside of it, and it's really, really powerful. And of course then you can tilt it also, so it gets another dimension. I'm running it in a very high channel mode, so I can do some pixel things, which you're probably going to see later on. I do some movement on it, and yeah, and I use them also for covering color the stage and strobing, and it's a really cool effect. Of course I have my old friends Q7s with me, as well, just to illuminate the band. And also I have them here on the sides, and they actually also wash up the whole room with colors, and I can do some different effects and stuff with them. So yeah, all in all, I think when you look at it, it's a big look, and we try to cover as much as we can. We don't carry as much on the floor as we normally did, and that's because we want to try to have a clean stage. There's also no monitors, as you see. Everything's hidden underneath the stage and the grills here. So we don't have that much light on the stage, and I actually like the look. It's very, very clean and nice. And then of course you don't have any elements that obstructs the video, so video just comes through. Very, very nice. Let me take you behind the stage set. We can go and look in what the techs are doing back here. We have them behind the drapes back here. So down here you can also, just so you can see, we have lights and monitors in the floor right here, which also gives light from underneath, just to color them as well. So we kind of made a decision, you know, it's always a problem, where do you put the techs, guitar guys and monitors, and so instead of having stuff on the floor and have to move up and down, we decided to move back here. So we have a full tech world back here, and they actually have a monitor each. So the live feed that we're showing from the cameras, they actually all have a live feed and at every station. So, and they can choose whatever camera they want to look at. So if it's a wide screenshot they want, or they want a specific one, they can choose that themselves. So we can go this way. So we have guitars here. And over here we have, in the center, we have monitor world. And you can see the screens here. That's Chris, that's what he's looking at. So he can follow every movement of Michael and all the cues he needs to do with guitars and vocals and all that. This is how they get their information. And the band also comes back here for drinks and, you know, between some of the songs, and also for the encores. So they'll be back here at their stations with their techs and having drinks and a laugh or whatever. I don't know, I'm not up here, so I don't know what they do, but I can guess. So another tech station guitar, and also another monitor with another image. And then, yeah, we're on the other side. And that is basically the whole stage right here. That's how it's laid out. I think it's a good, clean look. Certainly works, and you're going to see it later when it's like all lit up, all the videos going. It looks big. Okay, so like the last video you saw where we showed the FollowMe system, we're continuing using this again here. As last time, we have 4 stations, 4 targets, 1 for each band member. And they did an upgrade since last time. As I understand, we're some of the first people that used it in Germany and stuff. And since then they have been developing new software and all that. It's still a mouse-based system, but now they added a fader console thing, so you can actually fade different things, and you can select whatever you want to put on those faders. That could be intensity, that could be size, that can be all kinds of stuff. So actually the operator can now operate more on like hands-on that they could before. But as last time, I am controlling most features at front of house. It's only the movement they actually control here. Of course, we have demo world here. It's very big demo world, as you see, and all the power distribution. And also we have the M-Box servers here, which are the media server I use on this tour. And what's interesting with this whole thing is that, so normally media servers, you will go and, you know, launch content from the desk, but actually this time I'm also controlling live video, and I'm controlling content, and I'm also controlling certain sound elements from the light desk, which is unusual. But so we do all that through the M-Box. And we had a guy called Michael Smalley to help us do all the raster mats and also some content which we're running on the show, which kind of special made for this. And then we're running some of the old content that we used previously for the songs we are playing for the old, some of the old songs. So it's a big mishmash between, but in general, the Volbeat look is very new and it's fresh, and it's something that we haven't done before. And I think that's very interesting. So I'll take you here are the secret routes down from stage. So here we have one of the camera positions. So we have two handheld cameras, this one included. And then we have two cameras in front of house, and that covers basically the live part. And then we have a couple of satellite things where she can, they're positioned around the stage, so she can always cut some video content in, and that will run with the video content. Then she'll do some live things, and we can cut her back in and out. But I control that from my light desk. What songs we want to see video on. So some songs we only have content, other songs it's pure video, and then some songs it will be a mix between live video and content. So over here we have the mixing board for all the live video. So our Shelby, our video director, she's sitting here and mixing between all the different cameras she has available. And she can see when she's online with the cameras, and then she basically decides how it's looking, what camera she's cutting to and cutting off. So, and again another video screen here, so they have a reference camera for the guys here sticking in between. They're doing brightness and all those things. So if the lights are brightening things too much, they can calibrate down here. So there's another tech doing that. Their signal here is going to Mbox. The video content goes to Mbox, and then I go through, basically it's ArtNet, so I just pick up the signal out there, and it's merged together with video content, lights. So I'm controlling all those elements. I just want to run through the different fixtures we're using and where they're located. So here we have 46 BMFLs, which is in the roof, and they're located in 4 straight trusses, LX1, 2, 3, and 4. And it's just a straight line of spotlights, which is between the pods. And of course they are the workhorse of the whole show. They do the most. And you can, of course, as we all know, change colors, gobos, we can strobe and all those things. There's gobos, strobes, more strobes. So yeah, so I use this fixture during the full show, and it's a nice fixture. It's, again, BMFL from Robe is a really nice light. It's a workhorse. We don't have any issues really. It's just up and running. It looks good, and you can do, different things. You can have a very tight beam or a very big beam, good-looking gobos, and it's good output on it too, I think. So I'm very happy with that light. And then I have here in each pod there is the Robe Spiider. There's 9 in each pod, so 45 in total. And this, of course, is my wash light. I use the flower in it as well. That's the mode I'm running in it, and I can show you. Of course, it works best when there's a little bit of smoke in here, but it actually, I think the combination between the spotlight where you have a gobo in it, and then you can also take your wash light and add gobos, and you can rotate it. And then, of course, because the flower is inside in the center of the fixture, then you can do your eye candy around it, which I use a lot as well. It's a really cool light. Of course, one of my favorite lights, Q7s, which I use for washing up the stage. I do some side lights so the band are lit. Also, when you're in the room, there's always some light that is visible, and also for the cameras and all that. And then my new favorite friend here is the JDCs, which is a strobe and a color wash light kind of a thing. The thing is that this can tilt, and I use this for strobe effects, but also for color washes. Of course, now we have the backdrop of the support up there, but you can probably see me moving it. X4 bars, I use them as a backlight, either in a wide mode, so I can wash the stage and also the audience blind and stuff like that, or I zoom them in and I have like moving effect things, especially for guitars, where you can do like big sweeps and stuff like that. And also I use it as a divider between the lower part of the screen and the upper part of the screen, so it doesn't just run into each other, it's basically divided by those lights. And it's a cool effect, have them on a straight line and you can do like color in from the center out and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff you can do. It's also in a high mode, so I can use every pixel I can control any pixel on it, so I can get the most out of the light. For the front wash, I have my good old friend the Martin Quantums here, and they are here in the front truss, and I use them of course to light up the band. It's one of the things that I learned with this band is that I always have to have consistency of a front light, because they will go places and then there will be, there's no light out there. So I always have a good front wash on top of all my follow spots. I did a couple of tours where I didn't have that much front light, basically just used follow spots, but it got into a problem with that. So we always carry a good wash. And I think the Quantums are doing a really good job on that. There's good zoom on them. The brightness in them is cool, and colors are really good for that. So I'm happy with that light. As you can see, I have the FollowME system up here, which is then, like I said, targeted one target per band, and they have 3 lights hitting them, one from each side and then one from the back. And it can reach anywhere on the stage, also on a B stage, so when they go out there, you kind of see it following out. It looks really good. And also when people take pictures from the side, the room looks so much bigger because you have lights following them out, and it's a good look. Then of course we have audience blinders. We need those. So that's my dimmers right there. And I still love the good old blinders. There is so much LED stuff out there now, which is also very good. I do love the old blinders. So yeah, that's what I carry. Old school, still. So regarding the design, it's a co-design between myself and Guy Sykes, who's the tour manager of Volbeat. And we spent a lot of time going back and forth what we were looking for. What we knew was that we definitely want to do something else than we did before, and it was probably going to be video related. We had a lot of drapes, we've done a lot of architectural stuff, theater looks and all of those things. So with video, we kind of opened up a whole new world. We can mix live video, we can mix video content. For me, it was also a good chance to back off a little bit with the lights. So because lights can be very busy all the time. If you only have lights, then it has to do things all the time. You have to change color, it moves around and all that. And after a 2-hour show, you kind of seen everything. So you can actually back off with a little bit with the lights and then kind of get it to run together with the video and the live. So the lights can be more static and can be, more a help to enhance the video and of course color the band. And then you have the video kind of that picks up the interest of the audience. And also the layout we have it gives it an incredible depth, because we of course have the B stage where we have lights on. Then we have the FollowME system which color the band, and then you have the video, and then of course you have all the lights on the top. So it's very, very deep and 3D kind of a look to it. The last time you visit, I was using the MQ100, which is also a nice desk, but this is the limousine right here. And I love this desk to death because, it's my own. And it's got so many cool features in it, and it's got these big screens here, so I can easily have an overview of what I'm doing, how I'm programming. It's got a good plot window, you can have in here, I can easily find my fixtures and do my palettes, pick out whatever. Yeah, so, and what I do basically, I always build So when I'm touring or festivals, every day I build the set here, so I have like an overview of where all my fixtures are. So if I'm changing something, morphing into a different rig, I will change it here as well. So I don't just have a pile of dots in the corner, then you can't figure out what's what. So I always put trusses in, I always put my fixtures where I know they should be. You can see the layout is exactly as it is on stage. So I can always find my fixtures, I can always, if I need to reset or if I need to do something, then I know where they are. I'm running all the fixture numbers according to also Nick Earth, what they have up there. So let's say we have an issue with one light, I can always call a number, then they know which, of course, which fixture we're talking about. And that is one of the important things when you do your patch and your number layout. Fixture IDs, that is the same all the way around. So when I'm talking to the techs about a certain light, they know what light I'm talking about. So one of the new features that I'm starting using, and which is very helpful, I know a lot of people use it already, but for me it was kind of a new thing, and for this tour, and that is remote focus. And that means that I can be on stage and do all my focus from this Apple device here. And also for festivals where you don't in the day have time for focus, or you can't see the stage because it's too far away from where you are, I can be on stage, hooked up to the network I'm already running, and then do my updates on positions, and that will then send a signal to the desk that this is updated position, and when I come out to the desk, then it's updated. So it's a very handy device, yeah, and it's an app you can find for free on the internet. I think my favorite moment in the show is when we use the Backstage elevator and in Black Rose, and we do a huge video look with some cartoons and stuff like that. I love that song. That's a cool song, and there you really see the whole video and the lights come together there.